Yeah, see, I'm trying to let it grow. This is as long as it's been in a long time. Welcome to StoopidMovies, where we watch them so you don't have to.
That's right. And this week, we watched Under Control, so you don't have to.
Yes.
2020?
Yep. Yeah.
Nothing good came from 2020.
2020, not rated, 1 hour and 32 minutes, so 92 minutes long.
Woo!
And this was directed by Eric Dean Hordes and starred Eva Haberman, Helmut Krause,
Helmut Krause?
Helmut Krause, and Katie Karenbauer.
It starred George Hardy.
George Hardy.
Really, George Hardy was the highlight of this movie.
Actually, I would say Hoggles from A Labyrinth was the highlight.
Oh my God, yes!
Yeah.
He totally looked like Hoggle.
Totally. All right.
Totally.
Oh! So, we found something that was hard, and we wanted to play with it, and we broke it, and a troll emerged.
That is not at all how this movie went.
No.
Some shit happens. There's a troll, demon of the lake.
Yeah.
And the end. It is a sequel to Troll 2, not to Troll 1.
Right.
Because Troll 1 and Troll 2, you guys know the thing. You're in the horror community, you know how that is.
Well, we like watching movies. Was there anything about this movie that we liked? You know what? I actually like the artwork.
Special effects-wise, this movie was pretty good.
Surprisingly, the production value is pretty decent.
Yeah. It was shot very well. The shots were all like composed very nicely.
Yeah.
And the music was pretty good.
It didn't really fit like what they were doing, but I liked it.
There's a lot about this movie that really didn't fit.
The CGI was surprisingly pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't like top-of-the-line Avengers movie CGI or anything, but this is definitely like high-end for horror, not billion-dollar budget movies.
The movie is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It is over the top, stupid. But I will admit that there were a handful of times that I laughed. There's a lot of just stupid, childish dialogue that sometimes like the names that they would call people. I think at one point somebody called somebody like a dick stainer.
No, I can't say that was good. No, that wasn't good. The plot was... No.
Makeup effects were okay.
Yeah.
It kind of goes with special effects, but it's makeup, not CGI.
There were quite a few things where it's like, oh, wow, I wouldn't think of doing that. But you absolutely did think of that.
Man, we're really picking the needles in the haystack here.
We don't like getting poked with needles, nor do we like hay. What else don't we like?
Well, this movie was really dumb to a point to where it got annoying to me. Like it got under my
nipples. This movie had the same problem that Birdemic 1 to Birdemic 2 had.
Okay.
Troll 2 was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it was sincere. And they weren't trying to be ridiculous.
Right.
They just didn't know what they were doing.
Right.
And so they made a movie that was horrible. And because of that, it was a lot of fun. And we could laugh with it and have fun with it and find the good stuff. I feel like coming into this, they knew they were making a ridiculous movie. And so they went way over the top with it. And I kind of wish they had focused on making a good movie and failed.
One of the biggest things that I despised about this was, I don't know if it was not on purpose, but maybe it's not the ADR per se, because the sound was fine.
Yeah.
But
it was off.
It was off. It never matched what they were saying, and it drove me crazy.
So we both watched this on Prime. And we both had that same issue on different internet connections, different machines that we were watching it on, where the words just didn't line up with the mouse. It felt like watching a foreign dubbed movie.
And I started to wonder if that's what the case was, but it looked like they were speaking or talking English to me. Along with that, oh, I didn't know if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, sure. Along with that, the acting was shit. It was so over the top.
Very overacted.
Yeah. George Hardy did fine.
Sure.
You know, he basically played it the same way he played the Troll 2.
Yeah.
That's fine. But so much of the rest of the cast was just shite.
I did not like any characters in this. They all annoyed me.
No.
They're just, you know, and there wasn't enough troll. I mean, a lot of it was had this woman under control, and it's like, no, this is stupid.
Yeah.
I don't.
I get it's a money thing, whatever. But you already built the Hoggle puppet. Use the fucking Hoggle puppet.
Exactly. I was not a fan of the story. It was just dumb.
It was a mess.
Yeah, it was a mess. It was over here. It was over there. It was up there. It was down there. And I was just like,
oh, there's the plot.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, when you hear that it's going to be a sequel to Troll 2, you have a set expectation in mind. And I will give them credit that this subverted those expectations, but not necessarily in a good way.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very forgettable movie. Not something that I enjoyed. I'm not going to tell you not to watch it. If you like that, watch it. If you like Troll 2, maybe watch it. I don't know. But I would not recommend it.
No.
Watch it at your own risk. There's nothing I really liked about it, per se. You know, I mean, I laughed a little bit. It was mildly entertaining to a degree, but nothing I will ever watch again. And I feel horrible that I watched it. And it's your fault, but that's okay. Hey, that's why we do this show. So this is just a forgettable throwaway movie to me. So I'll give this a 0.5 out of 8.
This is a great movie if you feel like a failure in life.
That's kind of harsh.
Well, go watch this movie and you won't feel like a failure anymore. I don't know. It was fine. It wasn't great. It wasn't good. It was fine. There was a serious disconnect between how good this movie looked and how good this movie was.
Okay. Yeah.
Like the special effects, the sound, the look, the shot, the layouts, everything was really, really good. Like way too good. The plot, the acting was bad. And it was super confusing. It's like, I feel like I'm watching a good movie, but I'm not watching a good movie.
That's very true.
And usually we have the other problem where the acting is good and the plot is really good, but because of money issues, they don't have the budget to do the special effects. So this was like the opposite of what we usually get. It was fine for a fantasy. I hadn't even thought of it as being a fantasy movie, but you're absolutely right. This would fit in with like Legend.
Yeah.
Or, The Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, that era of movies. That era of movies is gone. And we shouldn't bring it back. So I'm going to give it a 2 out of 8. A little bit higher than you just because of how pretty it was.
I don't know. We would say, if you want to watch it, go ahead.
You know what? If you want to fuck up your recommendations on Prime like we have, go ahead and watch it.
Have you seen Under Control? Let us know what you thought.
I can't decide if I even like the name.
I don't. Let us know in the comments below. Tell us your thoughts, or if you want to see it or not. Like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button if you want. Tell your friends or we will under control you. Yeah. If you like us and what we're doing, head over to facebook.com/StoopidMovies. Give us a follow. Instagram at Facebook. Yeah, I said that. Instagram at StoopidMovies, at DocScusher, at The Horror Punk. You can also email us at StoopidMovies@outlook.com.
Oh, before we go, send Rob a picture of your Hoggle.
Eek! I don't know. Spank me.
No, thank you.
Okay, good.